Special Olympics New York provides individuals with intellectual disabilities the opportunity to train, compete, and have fun by playing sports. But before you or your child officially become an athlete, you have to register with us. This video will show you step-by-step how to fill out the athlete registration form. The registration form can be found on our website in our resource library, or will be given to you by a coach or other representative from our office. The form can be filled out digitally by simply typing into the file, or it can be printed out and filled out manually. There are 5 sections of the athlete registration form. The first form is the general registration form. This form will get all of the athlete's information such as name, date of birth, race and ethnicity, address, contact information, and, of course, what sports and activities they'll do. It also asks for parent and guardian information when applicable. We also ask for other information like physician and insurance information, optional social media handles, and where you heard about us. Next, read the release form thoroughly before signing. It covers the athlete's ability to participate, likeness release, injury risk, and more, but be sure to read through it. This form should be signed by the athlete or the athlete's parent or guardian if applicable. This form expires 3 years after the date of signature, as well as on the athlete's 18th birthday when applicable. The likeness release form for sponsors gives Special Olympics sponsors permission to use photos and videos of the signing athlete in promotional materials. This form is completely optional and can be left blank. However, if the athlete or parent or guardian is comfortable, this form should be signed. Remember to read the concussion awareness policy. There's nothing to sign, but it's important to know about the risk of head injuries. Next, fill out the first part of the athlete medical form on the athlete's health history. This form should be filled out by the athlete or their parent or guardian. This form includes what conditions the athlete has, allergies and dietary conditions, and many other sections pertaining to the athlete's health history. Be sure to fill each section thoroughly and accurately. The second part of the medical form is the physical exam. This form must be filled out by a licensed medical professional. The physical exam makes sure that the athlete is fit and safe to compete. You do not have to use a new physical. The form can be completed using the details from the last well visit. This form expires 3 years after the date of the exam, at which point a new medical form must be completed for the athlete to be eligible to compete. The referral form page of the physical exam should only be completed and signed if the physician on page 3 does not clear the athlete and indicates further evaluation is required. If the athlete is cleared, this form can be left blank. The last part of the medical release forms is the atlantoaxial instability special release form. This form only has to be filled out if a doctor found symptoms of spinal cord compression or atlantoaxial instability during the medical exam. If AAI was found, it's important to document for the athlete's safety. Every participant then must fill out the COVID-19 vaccination form. Athletes are not required to be vaccinated or to submit proof of vaccination status unless transmission rates are deemed moderate to severe risk. Lastly, read the communicable disease waiver thoroughly before signing. With large gatherings like many Special Olympics New York events, the risk of exposure to illnesses like MRSA, influenza, and COVID-19 is real. Signing this waiver acknowledges that and informs athletes and families to be mindful when sick. Finally, the form is finished. Send the full forms either by email or fax to your local Special Olympics New York representative. Once they receive the form, they'll keep in touch to share the next steps for how an athlete can join a training club. Thank you so much for your interest in becoming a Special Olympics New York athlete.